Okay, so you saw the title. I know. So the title isn't too appealing, is it? But hey, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be blunt. Everybody poops, right? So at least that's what I tell my giggling first graders who crack up every time the word poop is mentioned. In fact, the other day I heard a story of a 6-year-old opening the bathroom door and yelling out to his teacher to come over. And when the teacher came to the door, this student had their pants down and explained why their poop was green. Yeah, it was comical. The student then said he had trouble wiping and was very worried that all the poop wasn't gone from his bottom. So the teacher stood there mortified, wondering what this student was asking them. Did the student want the teacher to wipe their bottom, or what exactly was the plan, right? So there was like a silent laughing happening in this teacher's head. But green poop, though, is that normal? Do you know? So today I'm going to talk to you about poop and what it means, and it means a lot. My name is April Payne, and my goal is to help 100 people empower themselves and develop their own leadership skills so that they may see success within themselves. I have helped many people already, and I will not be slowing down anytime soon. Too many people I've seen are struggling time after time, and I'm so tired of seeing people giving up on themselves. I'm here to tell you, don't give up. You can do it, and I want to help you so that you don't ever have to give up on yourself again. So let's start off by saying that everyone's normal poop is not going to be the same. And the myth that everyone needs to poop a certain number of times a day needs to be completely erased from our memory. Some people poop once a day, some 3 to 4 times a day. Any amount is normal. However, you should be pooping at least once a day. What happens if you don't? Let me tell you another story. You could end up like me several years ago, where I didn't realize that I hadn't gone in a while. I ended up in the ER in the middle of the night to find out that my small intestine was shutting down. I thought it was like some kind of hernia. One of my lymph nodes was swollen. It was sore. And I went to that ER. I got that x-ray, and the next day I talked to my doctor. Yep, sure enough, the small intestine was completely backed up, which I found out later is a pretty dangerous thing. However, the good news is, after I got myself regulating and listened to my doctor, I was still worried about that, but I ended up finding something that has helped me be regular for the past 2 years. I don't even have to think about it. I don't have to think about it at all. It's really nice. So medical professionals use a chart called a Bristol stool chart, which shows the various sizes, shapes, and color of your stool. You can Google that or look on my blog, but there's 7 types of poop. Types 1 and 2 are more of like the little pellets or the little pellets combined together. Those usually indicate constipation. 3 and 4 are ideal. So 3 is more of a chunkier looking one, and 4 is a long, skinny looking one. So those are the ideal. 5, 6, and 7, types 5, 6, and 7 indicate diarrhea. So that's more loose, it's watery. You want to be looking, like I said, for a type 3 and 4 where you don't have to cause strain to yourself when you're using the bathroom. P.S. Don't look at this chart if you've just eaten lunch. So one way you can change your stool to a 3 or 4 if it's not there is by eating more fiber. Fiber acts like a sponge to retain water, and the general amount of servings that you need is about 9. So another thing we need to look at is the color. The color of your poop is going to tell you largely about what you ate. I mean, that's overall simplistic right there. However, sometimes the color of your poop can indicate there is something more serious going on. So let's go over the colors. So black. Unless you took Pepto-Bismol, which always turns your stool black, this can actually indicate that you have a problem in your GI tract. This can be the result of an ulcer or high levels of iron. White poop. I personally have never seen that, but I guess kaopectate can sometimes cause pale and clay colored stools, but it could also be an indication that your bile isn't getting into your GI tract or your liver isn't producing enough. Again, another concern to go talk to your doctor about. Red. First off, don't immediately go to the worst case scenario, but eating beets can actually cause a little redness up to a few days. But if you didn't eat beets, then analyze whether was there food coloring in a food, cranberries, or tomatoes, because that can cause red as well. If that's still a no, you may have blood in your stools, which is coming from the small intestine. This can indicate a polyp, inflammation, diverticulate. I'm not a medical professional. I have a hard time pronouncing these words. I'm looking at my notes. Diverticulitis, sorry, or even colon cancer. So call your doctor right away if it doesn't have to do with food. Yellow poop. If you notice yellow that floats, you might have issues digesting fat. This can be because you had your gallbladder removed, or you've taken weight loss medications, or from a variety of surgeries. Yellow, greasy, and fatty stools may actually indicate chronic pancreatitis or celiac disease. So if you haven't had any of those surgeries, talk to your doctor about that. All right, so here's the question of the day, the green poop from the student, right? Telling this teacher all about why he had green poop. If you've eaten a lot of vegetables, this could be the reason why. Now, if you haven't been eating a lot of vegetables, it could actually be a sign of infection. So there's certainly a lot that goes into going number 2, but I always want to conclude with, if your poop has nothing to do with what you ate, please contact your doctor and discuss it with them, where they can test and tell you if there's something serious going on. But let's end on a happy note, and don't blame me if it gets stuck in your head, but I put a link below for the poop song. Enjoy it, have a great day, embrace the positive, even with your poop.